It's easy. It's extremely easy. What you're doing now, super easy. I think that's the hardest pill to swallow in the world of entrepreneurship, starting a company, trying to do something yourself. It feels very hard. And I mean, sure, it is subjectively quite hard. There's a million things you have to do. Everything's always going wrong. You're making these sacrifices. Everything is super complex. Like every subject that you want to learn about, it turns out you don't know what you don't know. And the more you know, the bigger sort of the mountain becomes, right? Because the more you realize what you don't know. But having said that, historically, objectively, it's never been easier. You have, I mean, the internet, right? You can like get information immediately on everything. Fuck, you have AI. I mean, you can just get it in a human way as well. You can just ask a question and get an answer. That was not a thing like 2 years ago. That was not a thing. How insane is that? And now it's indispensable. Like you would have to Google for hours and then go to these obscure places online. And I mean, it's still a bit like that sometimes, but at least for like the generic questions, you can get really good answers really easily. You have the internet, you can reach people, you can just, there's like online communities, a lot more mature now, where whatever the freaking niche is, it's here, right on the computer. You can have it. And you can speak with people who devoted a lot more time into it than you. You can find your people. You can, I mean, the more I think about it, right? You also like, after TikTok, once again, this is like the past couple of years, now you have algorithmic discovery where like you can actually make something cool. And then if you're lucky, people will discover it just all automatically. You don't have to pay to play. You don't have to advertise. You don't have to build a following. You don't need to have a following. That's also super new. I mean, even like internet was great because you could just do a little video, put it out there, put your product out there, put your ideas out there, but you wouldn't get any reach guaranteed, right? And now it's sort of, you can get reach, you can, without doing anything, without having anything. And so there's obviously like positives and negatives, but I think overall, when you look at like starting a company, doing something interesting, the world is yours. I mean, it really is. You can, like, with a MacBook, off you go. You don't need anything. Um, everything is so everything is so good. This is an iPhone. I'm recording this on an iPhone. I did get a mic. I really didn't need to, but I just wanted to. I wanted it to feel a bit like more intimate. But even then, this mic costs like $100. How insane is that? It's just mind blowing how easy it is. And I mean, there's really two conclusions you can draw. One is really sad and the other is really inspiring. The sad conclusion is you didn't make it because you're lazy in some ways, right? You just didn't make it. Like I didn't make any videos for all these years. Um, I had the hardware, I had the software, and I had the skill in general, I think. And so, but I didn't do it. And so I only have myself to blame. But on the other hand, it's so inspiring because with the most basic of setups, you can just like, you know, the world is yours. You can make a video, you can get your voice heard, you can reach people. I don't know, it inspires me a lot. Like it gives me a lot of hope. And I feel like one way to frame this that I always think about is, I'm like 31 now, and so I've seen like a lot of sort of like the online sphere like go from nothing to like the mature state that it is today. But and so sometimes it feels like you missed the train, right? Having said that, you Like, imagine you were born today. What were you going to do? You were just going to have to start going. And like, there's new people popping every day, right? And so it's never too late. Like, when you have the mentality that I could have been born today, or I could have been like 15 today, just getting into things. Well, you're dealt the cards that you're dealt. And so yeah, sure, it would be nice when there was like 10 YouTubers, you were one of them. But also they had to figure a lot of things out. Like, it wasn't this easy. It wasn't this accessible either. It was really hard to do it back then as well. So I think the shift from like I missed the train mentality to just I'll get on whatever like train that's going off now. It's a lot better than waiting at the station. I feel like my metaphor is falling apart a little bit, but I hope it makes sense, because you just gotta start. And so this is me starting, and then obviously the specific video is not gonna reach anyone other than like the 10 people who are so nice in their support that YouTube shows them like videos with 10, 20 views. I get videos like that sometimes. I try to leave a comment and like every time, because I'm like, I want to support this guy or gal, whatever, trying to do something in their room. But yeah, and then the more you do it, the more you practice it, maybe you get better, maybe you catch a lucky break, then you can sort of actually start doing something meaningful. But hang on, am I still recording? Yes, amazing. But if you never start, you never know. So you just have to start and then keep going. And then maybe one day you get somewhere that you want. All right. That's it for today. Easy start. Just get it out of my system. I'll see you on the next video.